All right, I think we are live. It is Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time here in Asheville, North Carolina. Welcome back to Original Living in Asheville channel. So good to see everyone. If you are just joining, please let me know if you can hear me, if my microphone is working. I haven't been here in a couple of weeks. I know, missed a couple of Wednesday evenings, but I've been busy with kids, and then just life as well as work, showing a lot of properties to some of you who are watching these videos. So thank you for reaching out. Let me know if you can hear me, if my microphone is working, if everything is clicking and you can hear me. Also, if you just joining, put it in the comments where you're joining from, town, state, country, whatever that might be, and say hi. It's always great to connect with everyone, especially during these live videos. If you are watching a replay, also put in the comments where you're watching from. And today has been such a great day here in Asheville. The weather was perfect. I mean, it was in the lower 70s, I think, at least up on top of a mountain where I was showing some properties to some of my clients. And it was just the breeze, the cool temperature. It was perfect, and some great views. But you know, finding land here in the Asheville area can be a challenge, and that's what we've been trying to do today with some of my clients. We try to find some land, or look at some land, and you know, like I said many times in several of my videos about land, that when it's cheap, it's steep. And a lot of times I don't even need to look at the photos, at the listing, at the description. I just need to see three things: price, acreage, and how many days on the market the listing has been. Like today, we looked at one listing that's been on the market for 980 days. And that tells me everything I need to know about that lot. It's a cliff. It drops down. I mean, there's a driveway that they cut, but then that's it. It's a cliff, so it's going to cost a fortune to build on something like that. And it's a learning process. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around the fact that all these lots are just steep and there's not a lot of buildable even parts to some of the lots, most of them. And until you come and look at them in person, then you realize what I've been telling you about all these years on this channel. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. I don't even know if this microphone works. I think it does, but I'm not 100% sure. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the Asheville area. Not Asheville specifically, although it will affect some people in Asheville, I think. But this is been happening in the neighboring county. Haywood County is where Canton, North Carolina is. And as you know, or you might know, or you might heard, you might have watched some of my videos. I talked about Canton several times in previous videos. Canton is a beautiful town, right, in Haywood County. The whole Haywood County is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's so mountainous. It's beautiful. And it's in slightly higher elevation than Asheville. And Canton, it's a historic little town. They have cute downtown, and it had paper mill that pretty much is located right outside of downtown. I mean, you can see it from downtown, and you used to be able to even see it, or see the fumes or whatever coming out of it, and you could also smell it. Well, last year, I think it was last year or 2 years ago. Now everything is running together. Anyways, it got shut down. It finally got shut down. The paper mill got shut down, and that was a big shock for a lot of locals. A lot of people were just devastated, and still are, because that paper mill was basically a source for income for a lot of families in the area in Canton. A lot of families, a lot of people work there for generations. So that's all they knew. And that was one of the reasons people were able to even afford to stay in the area. Although, Canton was always a cheaper place to buy because of that. Nobody really wanted to. Not a lot of people wanted to buy in Canton because of paper mill, because of the smell. Not only the smell, I always tell people it's not just the smell, but it's air pollution, and that river that it's on, it's been polluted. So there's all these factors, and so it got shut down, and a lot of people were speculating, well, so what's going to happen next? It occupies this huge territory in Canton. Again, I'm going to put a couple of links in the description where you can watch some videos if you want about Canton that I made in the past. But it occupies this huge territory. A lot of people are like, well, somebody can buy it and relaunch it or whatever. Well, I just wanted to share with you that they finally, the mayor of Canton announced that, or confirmed that there's a buyer who has submitted a letter of intent to purchase the mill. And here you can see on this photo, that's the street of Canton in between two buildings. You can see that's in downtown. You can see the paper mill and all these fumes going up. Now it looks like a ghost town. But as this article says, and by the way, this is, let me go back, Asheville Watchdog. If you want to, keep up with all kinds of local happenings, investigative journalism that is somebody is doing here in the area, this is the page. These are the people who are doing all this kind of work. Asheville Watchdog. So they published this article, and like they say, there are still many uncertainties surrounding the ultimate fate of the Canton paper mill site. But they confirmed that somebody made intent to purchase the property, and it looks like it's a demolition company that's pretty famous, or not famous, but well known. So they specialize in demolition work. And nobody, again, there are no indications whatsoever what the final site will look like. It can be residential, commercial, or industrial. So it's just, at this point, it's just rumors. Nobody knows for sure. But I guess we're going to find out sooner or later what is going to come instead of paper mill. Again, if you want to read more about it, you can just go to Asheville Watchdog and put in the search Canton paper mill, or I think you can just go to main page and you'll see it easily. But I cannot imagine what kind of work that needs to happen to clean up all the environmental damage that was done by paper mill. And the river, the site itself, I mean, I cannot imagine. But outside of that, Canton, like I said previously, has always been a more affordable place to live because of paper mill, because not a lot of people wanted to be there. Outside of it, other towns like Clyde, although it's also very close to Canton, Waynesville, in Haywood County, were great options for a lot of people. But now, it's going to become another overflow area from Asheville. I feel like it. And prices will go up in Canton, unfortunately, for all the locals and all the natives, especially, who have been struggling to stay in the area because of the rising cost of living. And we know that that's true, certainly true for Asheville, but it's start happening in other areas too. Let me pull up the market report for Canton, and I'll share with you. So the median sales price right now in Canton for single family home. Let's see. Let me do this. So here you can see again. If you're just joining, put in the comments where you're joining from. If you have any questions about anything I said, if you have any comments, if you disagree with anything, whatever comments, questions, suggestions, put them in the chat box, put them in the comments, and I'll be happy to address them and answer your questions. But here is the market snapshot of Canton. So here's Canton single family homes right now. The median sales price in Canton is in the kind of lower 300s, $328,000. But you can see like it's been slowly going up, just like everywhere else. It's prices continue to go up, but it's relatively inexpensive to compare to some other parts of Western North Carolina, especially Asheville, where Asheville Metro is $455,000, over $100,000 more. I'm curious, Waynesville, median sales price is $402,000 right now. That's the median sales price in Waynesville. So you can see Canton is a lot more affordable. And now I think, I'm pretty sure, it's going to become less affordable because more people will discover it and more people will be attracted to it. And especially as they develop the tourism side of Canton, the town has to survive, and that's what the mayor said and mentioned at one of the meetings that I attended with him last year, soon after it was announced that the paper mill will be shut down. He mentioned that they're going to need to figure out how to keep on living and how to keep supporting their community and all the people who used to work at paper mill. And the tourism industry is probably one of the most logical industries that they will try to develop and put money into and support the community. But what that means also that cost of living will go up in Canton. More people will discover it. More people would want to be there. And, it's going to be, again, the supply and demand issue that like we have here in the Asheville area, everywhere. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about any of that, or if Canton sounds more appealing to you now that the paper mill is gone or not. If you ever been to Canton or anywhere in, west of Asheville, Waynesville, maybe. Waynesville is the biggest town in Haywood County, just west of Asheville. It's absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend anybody who is visiting the area, visit Waynesville, especially if you're visiting in the fall. The downtown is just gorgeous, so beautiful. But that is what's been happening in Haywood County, Canton. It's just about 20-30 minutes from Asheville, so not too far. And it's our neighbors, basically. And yeah, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen, how they're gonna invest money, and what they're gonna do about it. But I'll keep you posted on what's gonna happen and what the future of paper mill site will look like as soon as we have some news. If you have any suggestions on what you would like for me to discuss or cover in my next lives on Wednesdays, let me know. Put it in the comments now, or if you are watching the replay, put it in the comments or send me a message. My contact information is going to be down in the description. It always has been. And if you need help with anything Asheville area related, whether it's have questions about relocating to the area, questions about locations, areas, parts of town, different towns around Asheville, what it's like to live, breathe, work, anything. Even though I might not be the person to answer questions, I am always happy to be a resource a source of a source, basically. And I'm always happy to connect people and professionals and be that resource for you. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you need help. I hope everyone is enjoying Wednesday. It's certainly a beautiful day here in Asheville. I think it's gonna rain again next week, which, it's kind of nice because then I don't have to water my cucumbers and tomato plants and herbs and all kinds of stuff that we have in the garden right now. But it also means we're not going to be able to go hiking maybe or biking, because we kind of set a goal for ourselves to go biking at least once a week. And so far, we only went once in the last 3 weeks, but we have a good excuse because last weekend we went family camping, not camping. We went to a family camp in Boomer, North Carolina. Until last weekend, I didn't even know where it's at. Apparently it's right above Charlotte, North Carolina. So it's like an hour and a half from us. Beautiful place, beautiful camp. We had a great time with kids and friends. But yes, I'm looking forward to mountain biking, especially now when the weather is nice, everything is green and beautiful. And, it's just a great way to do something as a family and exercise together, so I don't have to do it, take my time away from everyone and go exercising. Anyways, what is your favorite way to spend summer evenings, summer weekends? What do you like to do? I know it might differ from us depending on where you are. I know like Florida or Arizona, it's very hot in summer and people tend to stay inside in the air conditioned spaces. But here we're lucky to live in an area where it's this morning was kind of cold. I start doing my yoga on the porch in the mornings. It's like 5 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning, and it was cold. It was it was very cold. Thank God I was moving, but it was cold. It was 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but and then it warmed up during the day. But we love it. I mean, we can sleep with our windows open. It's great. Cools down. We've been having dinner almost every night outside on our deck, and it's not hot or stuffy because I cannot do heat. I'm not saying it because it's my perspective. I cannot do heat. I can do cold. I'm from Siberia. I cannot do heat. Okay, if it's hot, if I'm hot, I don't want to do. I don't care. There might be a UFO flying. I'm not gonna be there. I can't do that. But it really is very nice and cool here in summertime in the evenings. So, all right. If nobody has any questions, comments, or suggestions, I'm gonna wrap this up because I gotta go and have that nice dinner on our back deck with kids, feed them, and then put them to bed and get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is my son's last day at school. They have a moving up ceremony and then a pool party, a little pool party, and then I have some work to do, catch up in between all of that fun. All right, I will see you. I'll catch you on the next live or, on the next video. Reach out to me and my team if you have any questions or you need help. And bye.